Good morning. Welcome to your practice, whatever time of day it is, sitting tall. Sitting tall. Rub your palms. Activate and pause and notice. You are that light, you are that friction, you are that contrast, you are that experience. And as you experience, you make more light. And as you experience more guidance as well. Ong Namo, I bow to the great creative consciousness as though we are all being imagined through our days. I bow to this. Gurudev Namo, I bow to that which within me moves from dark towards light. That outside I am being imagined and inside I am being evolved, and I bow to the process and I trust this. That's what I'm saying as I tune in. Inhale here. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, shake it out. I am in the midst of a large, juicy, beautiful decision. Set your things aside and come to lie down on your back. To make a decision is to move perhaps towards something that's unknown. If you like to have padding, then unfold your blanket twice to a long rectangle where you can have the backs of your hips supported and the back of your head supported, and hold your shins. Interlacing your fingers over your right shin, hold it close, left leg long. Inhale up, exhale down. So I am clearing first indecision. I am clearing reluctance and holding and contraction out of my left hip, out of the breadth of my chest, through the length of my spine. Inhale up, exhale down. Remove indecision and reluctance. And keep the left heel down and the left hand overhead and reach there. And feel an opening. The arch of the foot, the back of the knee, the armpit, the inner elbow, and the joints of your fingers. And then interlace over the left shin, right leg long, heel up and down. There is so much wisdom in my body. My thoughts are in my body in the form of posture, in the form of connective tissue, in the form of my structure. And as I clear the structure, I clear the possibility for new thoughts to be in my body. Inhale up, exhale down. Open the right hip, broaden the low back and the upper chest. Right heel to the floor, right hand overhead. And as you clear things out, you might have little revelations because there's space for them. The arch of your right foot, the back of your knee, your right hip, your armpit, truly allow it to be different without defining it yet. Open. Hand to your hip. Good. So open left and then back and open right and hand to shin, and inhale, open, and exhale, close. And now use the body to get into the breath. So your heel is drawing your diaphragm down. And then your thigh is pressing your diaphragm back up, and your body is a great bellows, one side at a time. Open and close. If you feel an extra ounce of stamina or curiosity, then don't have your hands to your shins and let your legs do the work. Inhale and exhale. And bring that right into the low abdomen, to the space just behind your navel. So you start to feel your own strength gathering and blossoming. 3, good. 2, good. 1, feet to the floor, lift your hips and put your palms face down under them. Hips back on your hands, draw your heels high. Drop your right heel to the floor and up. And your left heel to the floor and up. So knees bent is modified. One heel at a time is the next modification. Heels down and up is the next place. Full posture, heels are straight out of the hips, toes drawn back. Close your eyes, inhale up, exhale down. Modify as needed to support your low back, but reach into the heels just enough to really start to activate your strength, to build. Three, and 2, and 1. Bend your knees, put your feet flat, turn your palms open, walk your legs out long, shake out your feet and your knees. Notice the energy between your hips, behind your navel, and breathe into that space. And make space. On the exhale, the body empties and the mind may empty as well. Bend your knees, knees to chest, roll up and over. And you'll come to a seat, folding your blanket in half. One more time. With your legs out long, your knees bent, your toes up, your hands open, and then fold your fingers in, thumbs up. Rock back. As you come forward, open your hands. Exhaling, inhale forward, open the hands. So inhale, exhale, in and out. Three, 2, 1. And sit up tall, widening your heels if you choose. Fold your blanket one more time. It's up to you. You can try it. You can untry it. With your heels wide, shake out your feet side to side and your knees up and down. And fold to the right side. Sitting tall, hands wide. Here's inhale. Folding left. Here's exhale. In to open, X to fold. As you fold, begin to take your inside hand forward, your outside hand back, so that you're reaching both forward and back at the same time. And the pace becomes your own. Five, four, three, two, one. Sit tall, hands on thighs. Just notice. We're starting to reach into the limbs, into the heels, and into the hands. Interlace your fingers, and as though stirring, drawing a great circle. Inhale across the front, exhale across the back. Reverse your direction, sitting deeply, sitting evenly. Three, two, and one. Pausing tall. Starting to feel the spine, the crown of the head, the tips of the toes, tip of your chin. Hands and knees. All of these initial movements are simply preparations. They're simply clearing the chalkboard of the body from the notes of yesterday. Hands down, child's pose, folding back is your exhalation. Rising up, tucking the toe, lifting the hip. This is exhalation. So inhale is at hands and knees, and exhale is at child. And you rise, and you reach, and you return, and you fold. And each day has a different pace, so find yours. For two. And we'll meet in dog wherever you've gone. And you'll walk your dog. You'll wag your tail, opening through the feet, the hips, and then walking your feet to your hands. Widen your feet deeply, reach forward, squat down, and reaching up, left hand holds right wrist, go left. Back into the center, palms together. Maybe this is where you work. And take the hands to the right. So center, a little reach, stand up tall. Adding on, you just draw your thumbs in, your elbows out, and you reach. And if there's more space in your hips, in your knees, in your ankles, you bend your knees more and you sit it down. But you are finding the folding and the unfolding that serves you best. And you're taking your time, pressing straight down into the heels, allows the heart to rise up and out of the navel. Good. One more. Interlace your fingers, and like you're chopping, down, up, down, up, down, up. And as you settle yourself there, set your heels on the fold of your blanket, the balls of your feet on the mat. As you lift your heels. As you lift your hands, lift your heels up and down, and spread your toes. So that might be exactly the right place. Or if you can, you're finding a bend in the knees, and as you lift your hands, you lift your heels. So you're rocking forward on the balls of your feet. You're opening across the width from the big toe to the little toe. You're opening from the ball of the foot to the heel through the arch. You're opening through the center of the chest across the back. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sweep wide as you unfold. If you like, feet to the floor or heels on the mat, on the blanket. And down the backs of your legs. Knees soft, drop your head. Up the backs of the legs, sweep wide, rise up, unfold. And fold back down. So this is our posture. This is our work. Bend your knees as much as is required. And perhaps if there's strength and stability through your spine, your hands come up the front. And as they come down, bend your elbows back behind you and then unfurl, standing tall, reaching your elbows back, inhaling up, and exhale, folding down. Finding a momentum in the arms and the chest, an opening of the navel, an anchoring in your heels. 3 more. And widen out as you come to the top. And just distribute all that you've made into the space that surrounds you. Out and out and out and out and out. Out the fingers, out the wrists, the elbows, the hips, the chin, the knees, the feet. Shake it out. Shake it out, all of it. And build your cross-legged seat. So that inner chalkboard of the body, the memory of your joints and connective tissue, all of that starts to be clear. And as you settle here, feel the larger, the amplitude of the beat of your heart and the field that it relates to, that it generates, that it knows all around you. The left side of us has an intelligence that is distinct from the right side of us. And we can have a tendency of mind to rely on, trust, know one side versus the other. Am I feeling more intuitive? Am I feeling more logical? Do I believe myself when I'm being logical? Do I deny myself when I'm being imaginative? Do I believe my imagination? Do I deny my logic? All sorts. So this breath balances and accesses both sides equally, so we are whole as we head into the kriya. Left hand thumb, first fingertips to your thigh. Right hand, first 2 fingers together and fold into the palm. The right thumb tip closing just behind the flare of your nostril. Close there and breathe in left. Take the fourth fingertip and close the right as you open. Close the left, breathe out right. And again, close right, breathe in left. Close left, breathe out right. In left, out right. So we are awakening the energy and the intelligence of the left side body, quieting the right. Smooth and full and continuous. In left, hold full, pause both, out right, right hand down. Normal breathing. Notice left side body, right side brain. Right hand, first finger's folding down. Use the fourth finger to close the left side, above and behind the nostril. In right. Close right, out left. In right. Close right, out left. Continue. In right. Pause both, heart high, steady and still. Out left and in both. Out both. Palms together. Thumbs to the heart, heart comes up and in. Out the mouth with a ha. Close your mouth, out the nose, stabilize and brighten. Three, two, one. In. 3 sips. Full pause. Rise. Shimmy. Release. Make your fingers into claws. Cross your wrists, open. Exhale, inhale, right away. So most modified, hands are low. As you're headed toward the full kriya, it's a bend of the elbows. It's not about really flailing the arms up and down. It's bending and unfolding and unfolding the elbows. Come right into the fingertips. Keep that lion's claws in your hands. Eventually the hands are crossing overhead. Set it up, settle in, and on we go. Shoulders are low and wide. If you need to, lowering your hands so slightly, finding what you can sustain, but believing in your strength, believing in your stamina, believing in your confidence, and finding, discerning the perfect place for you. Five, four, three, two, one. Shake it out, shake it down, let it through, and then inhale up. 3 sips. Hook your thumbs, tuck your chin, elevate the pelvic floor, gathering together and up and up and up through the body, crown of the head, tips of the fingers. Chin up, breath out, hands wide and down. Pause tall. Without moving or changing your expression, feel the sensation of a smile in your mouth. Notice what it changes. Feel the sensation of a smile through the eyeballs, through the skin around your eyes, through the brain and the scalp. The sensation of a smile. Positivity creates a state of well-being that is so well documented. Well-being is the antidote for that which lowers our thoughts, our health, our ambitions. A sensation of a smile in your lungs. Use your mind. The sensation of a smile in your heart, the freedom, the joy, the innocence, the unreasonable to simply be happy. The sensation of a smile through the gut, the transformation, the digestion, the sensation of a smile in the pelvis and reproductive organs, filling your functions with light, positivity, possibility. How this positivity emanates light. Use your mind, and at the crown of your head, see there rose-colored light. All our cells communicate with light. Let that light be rose-colored, color of renewal. And let it begin to scan down through the tissues of your brain, your skull, your eyes, through the roof of your mouth into the tissues of your tongue and your teeth, radiating all around your head. Rose-colored light. And the next, just under a minute, a full body scan of rose-colored light. Continue. Take it with you and unfold to lie on your back. Hips up, palms face down, hips on hands. Draw up your feet. Heels up. And just as we warmed up, feel like one and then the other. Inhale up, exhale down. Work there or the last 10 feet together. The exhalation gathering your attention and your ability into the center of the navel. And knees bend, feet down, free your hands, turn your palms, breathe into the belly. 3 simple breaths. And knees to the chest. Rolling up, rolling back so that you can roll all the way over. Finding hands and knees. So if the front of your hips, your pelvis, your abdomen is tender in any way, unfold your blanket twice so you have this nice long runway that you can come and bring your belly down. And as you straighten your legs, press back. So first option, if you don't want to go belly down, just that little press of your hands, chest opens, or the belly. And as you bring your belly to the floor, bend your knees. And as you straighten your legs, let it lift up your heart. So we're rocking down and lifting through the chest and rocking back to open the armpits. Little back bend as we come up. Opening the front and the back of the chest. Massaging through the belly, distributing energy. We're building strength. This will change when we get to day 20. So press into the hands, finding some ability across the arms. 3, 2, find your dog. Feel the space down the sides of your arms, the armpits, the front of the chest, the back of the chest. Fold your blanket to build your seat. And sitting with legs crossed, put your fingertips at the fronts of your ribs, turning left and turning right. My mistake. Fold forward first. Heels out. We're assembling all the parts. We've been building these. So fingers beside you to start, knees bent. This is most modified. This is most modified. If you need to, blocks under your knees, but you have the hinge of your hips available. Inhaling up, exhaling down. As you can, hands to thighs. As you can, hands to shins. So wherever you put your hands, you plant them. And as you can, holding the big toe between the thumb and the first finger, inhaling up and exhaling down. And wherever you are, you're going to begin to generate some heat through the spine. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sit up. 3 sips, go. Tuck your chin, call it all up, 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 up through the spine. And as your chin comes up, release, cross your legs, hands on thighs, pause and notice. Sitting tall. Aware of where in your body is bright. What's changing internally. And fingertips now face your body. Thank you. Turning left, turning right. In and out. Turn from the base, from the seat. Turn through the navel. Let the upper back become pliable. Inhale left, exhale right. Working there, or fingertips to your shoulders, thumbs turn back. Three, two, one. Center. Inhale, hands up, chin up, chin up. Hook your thumbs, pause, and gather toward the spine. Up, up, up toward the crown of the head. Gathering, elevating, reaching. Chin up, breath out, hands down. And take it right to your hands and your knees. You're just making a flow of energy through the spine. Kindly, tuck of the chin. Move from the hips and the spine follows. Turn your thumbs forward, your fingers pointing away from one another. Try to draw your hands apart, bring the movement up into the mid-back. Kindly. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause, neutral. Turn your fingers forward. Child's pose a beat, fold back. Rising to kneel, setting a block between your heels. If you need 2 blocks to kneel, awesome. If kneeling doesn't serve you, then sit on a chair with your thighs parallel to the floor, hands on thighs. Turn to the left shoulder, drop down across the chest to the right, come up and over to the left, down and across, up and over, and continue. And pause with your chin at your chest. Turn to the left, up and over to the right, down across the chest to the left, up and over to the right. One more. Pausing with your chin at your chest. And then the crown of your head rests straight above your heart. Feeling from seat to crown. The full cycle of everything is that it begins, it continues, it concludes, so it can return again. Life, birth, life, death, rebirth, over and over. In a conversation, in a meal, in a relationship, in a life, in a season, in a year. Spring, summer, winter, fall. We find this in ourselves, in our words, sa, ta, na, ma. With each syllable, reach your hand out, closing your hand as you bring it back. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, ta, ma. Sa, ta, na, 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 ma. Sa, ta, na. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na. 30 seconds. Ta, na, ma, sa, 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 ta, na, ma. 3, 2, 1. Elbows back. Inhale, 3 sips. Pause tall, gathering up through the pelvic floor, through the spine, hugging in toward the spine, hugging in towards the crown of the head, elevating all your awareness. And then lift the chin, breathe out, hands down, be still, and notice. Come into a cross-legged seat. Support yourself as you need to, just for 1 minute in each direction, circling, clearing, that any extra amplitude that's unnecessary, you let it out. Bringing the spine to its neutral. And reverse. Just cooling down, settling back into the very bones of the body. And pause upright and be still. If seated feels right, stay seated. As you're ready, unfold a 5-minute Shavasana. Legs out long. If you choose, we've been building a little bit of a lift in the bolster. So you unfold to that long rectangle we've used to support the supine poses, and fold it in 1/3, and the other side 1/3. So I have a long, narrow, thick pad, and I sit in front of it. Rather than on it, I'm seated on my mat. The blanket's behind me. I lie back. Reaching back, find the top of that blanket, tuck it under, and then tuck that end one more time. So you get a little bit of a extra support under the base of the skull, the back of the neck, adjusting so that you feel support in the low back. Legs out long, palms opening, the heart slightly lifted, the thighs heavy in the floor. The first few breaths are full. And then breathing in for 4, out for 6. Natural breath in, natural breath out. In 4, out 6, natural breath. And release any technique and let the breath be effortless. Deepening your breathing. Hands overhead. Walk your feet in. Bring your palms together. Rub them. Lift your feet. Rub the soles of your feet. Come back into your sensations and roll to your seat. Just sitting up on the end of your bolster. Take your time, noticing as you come upright the verticality of your spine. Sweep wide. And bring it down the middle. Inhaling open. And down the middle. Comes to your forehead center. All of this I bow to the truth that I am all of this. Long Sat, short Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Onward, bright and full and able. If later today or tomorrow you hit a patch where you are describing your experience to yourself in negative terms, remember that moment when we are full of pink light and we are full of a smile, and that enormous renewal of positivity is available to you. Develop that, trust that, call on that whenever it's needed. Changes everything. I'll be back on Thursday. Repeat today. So good. Stay on it. Satnam.